What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to some more Sledders. Today what we're going to be doing is just kind of exploring all of the different hard pack trails that have been added into the game. So my last video on Sledders was kind of going through the the early access version of the latest update that added all the trails in. I only went through the brand new map, so what we're going to be doing today is going through each and every one of them. There's 4 in total, just 4 maps on the game so far, and we're going to be trying to see what we can find. Now, if I open up the in-game map right here and we do some zooming about and moving, you can see that there is like quite a bunch of these hard pack trails dotted around. So there's one that my cursor's hovering over here. There's another like tiny one down here, looks like it branches off. There's one all the way down at the bottom. So some of them are very, very short by the looks of it, and I'm guessing they're more like access roads to get to some more hard to reach places on the map. And then others, like if we come all the way over here, for example, we've got one that starts here, works its way all the way up and round, twisting its way all the way up to basically the very, very tippy top of the map. So we're just going to ride on some of them and see how they are, how they feel, because I really enjoyed just kind of almost racing them last time I played the game and trying to go as fast as possible. So we're on the base map right now. We are on Woodland, and obviously that's why I've got a bunch of markers dotted around here. But what I'm going to do is off spawn, I think I'm going to hook a left, work my way down here, and I'm going to go all the way over to about this area and see if we can start on our very first one and just see how long it takes us and where we go.
For all of you passionate gamers, you can now get 20% off all G Fuel products worldwide by using code LINS at checkout. And for any of you motorheads looking for some new drip or apparel, use code MXPR_LINS15 fxrracing.eu to get 15% off. All links and codes are in the description down below. Enjoy the video and drop a cheeky little like and subscribe.
Well, I've accidentally just stumbled on one already. So if I go and load up the map here and have a look, there's a very, very faint one, which I'm hoping is going to guide me all the way down to here. And then it looks like it loops and it carries on going up to the top of the map. But I think I'm going to try and cut out of it when we get to this point and then work our way over to this one here, like I said I originally would. But what I love about these is just the ease of access it gives you around the rest of the map. It just makes life so much easier. And the levels of grip you get on this is insane. I did want to put a little disclaimer out, which I think I should probably do more to the start of each videos now. So off the back of my last one, obviously I don't know too much when it comes to the world of sledding in general. It's not something I've ever done in my life. It's not something I've paid much attention to. I'm just purely someone that has found this game and has really enjoyed it and taken a little bit more of an interest into it. I am from the UK. I was born in the UK. I've lived in the UK my entire life. If you are unfamiliar with UK weather, for those of you people that usually get snow, the UK is usually incredibly cold, but also at the same time incredibly wet. So whenever we do get the rare bit of snow, it will never settle anyway because of how wet the ground is. Like there's no chance for it to settle. It just dissolves and melts instantly on impact. So I have never had the chance to sled. I don't know if I will ever go in my entire life, ever have the chance to do so. But I saw 1 or 2 people now and then just like getting unhappy with my lack of knowledge, and so I never claimed to know the most. I just thought I'd try and throw that out there early on so everybody gives me a little bit of a break and not as much of a tough time. So if I do ever end up misspeaking in these videos or saying something that's incorrect, then just let me know in a polite way of the correct information, and I'm more than happy to take that on board. Got a big double. Yeah, yeet. Not enough speed. Not enough speed. Managed to dodge the tree though. Very, very rarely do I dodge these trees. Usually I end up riding right into them. Where I obviously got to go a little bit further to the right. I've noticed I should probably turn all the HUD and stuff back on again, but I quite like the raw experience of having no compass or anything on your screen. I really enjoy it. Let's go back into first person here. There we go. By the way, absolutely love the look of this sled. This is the abstract color skin, by the way, if anyone's interested. And I think that looks absolutely nuts. Very, very cool. I'm sure it will pop in a thumbnail for me, which we always love to see. Right, we should be coming up on it here in a second. It should kind of just form to my left, is it? Or is it I think it might be this ridge here. So we jump up on top of this. There we go. Lovely stuff. So, if I go around in our little free roam camera right here. Oh, wow. So this is a very easy way of seeing what it all entails. And there's actually... Wait, what's going on here? What's this crossing all about? Oh. Wait, hey, that's actually really sick. I might have to kind of take back what I initially said about finding all of the trails in this. Because if we're just going around in free cam right here, They are very, very expansive. I see. What I might do then is, so it looks like we've got two main types of roads. We've got a road like this, where it is a little bit more like single traily, you know, a little bit more technical to get our way through. And then as we fly along, we also have, I guess, the more like access roads that we have here. So I think this would be a little bit too easy. So what I think would be a cool idea is if I try and ride on these ones instead. So if I try and find myself again, I am currently... How did I end up here? How am I dead? Okay. We need to try and find one of them smaller ones. So I am actually going to go back up onto this this access road. I'm going to go, I think it was to the right, and then try and find that slightly smaller one again, find that crossing. Because that could really, really change the game up here. Right, hang on. So it's over to the right, this way. No, it needs to go the other direction because that sign is facing backwards. One other cool thing is we have reverse gears now in the game, which I think is quite cool. Gives the little noobs like me a little chance to get out of the danger zones when I get stuck in trees and can't respawn any longer. So I'm hoping it's this way. The jump that I just hit, they feel like they're meant to go the other direction, but the signs are facing me this way. So I think this is correct. That's not your Discord, that's mine. Got a little sign here, says please stay on trail, which is quite cool. I've accidentally just gone through the map here to try and take a screenshot. Do you see what I see? I see a tiny little, I see a little cabin going on up there. So I think there's so many extra things they've added in that... Oh, and there's another one over there as well. Okay, there's so much more going on than I originally thought. And now I feel like my original update video was a bit of an L. Now, the question is, does that mean if I follow this trail the entire way round, will I eventually go to that house? Or is that house more something that you just have to kind of discover by yourself? I mean, we're going in kind of the right direction here. I have noticed that the sign now has spun the other way round, but I've still carried on going the right way. So maybe these are just trails that are meant to be able to be done from both directions. There's no like rhyme or reason to it at all. Where is that house? I'm actually kind of want to go and check it out. I'm interested to see what the model looks like. Oh, so it's right up on top of this hill. You know what? Instead of actually riding over to it, oh, there's loads of them. Okay, so one there, one there, one there. There's a bunch of these. I doubt that we can kind of interact with them at all. I'm guessing they're just, you know, like loose models that are planted around. But still, a very, very cool idea. And you can ride up to it. Oh, okay. That's cool. Very, very cool concept. I'm a fan of this. Yeah, and all there's like some of the trails lead to each and every one. This one's got a little bit of a jacuzzi sitting outside as well. That is a big W. I haven't been paying too much attention to various Sledders Discord channels or servers, but this is just a really, really fun idea, I guess. Have some little meetups with people. Me, however, for now, I'm going to carry on my way around these single track trails right now. I did see some screenshots on they've added in an actual road here and there. What map that's on or where that's located, I have no idea. But there's something very satisfying about just chilling out in this game rather than trying to go up really difficult hills or bashing your way through soft snow. Something really nice about just riding the smooth single trails. I could very easily imagine hopping on with some buddies. I mean, I thought this path was going to lead over to this house here, or this lodge or this cabin, whichever one you want to refer to it as, but it actually doesn't. I guess there's not really anything special about it. It's not like no jumps by the looks of it where you can jump over the top of it. It is just more for the environment as a whole. Can you ride on it? You can ride on it. It can hit a little bit of a tire tap. But there we go. Very, very cool. So we've seen one up and close. Oh, a little bit of a bugginess where it transfers from the soft snow to the hard snow there. But we'll forgive him. We'll let it go. The updates like this, I think even if they come, say, a month apart, when we get these little things, we haven't even got to have a brand new map each and every month, for example. It can just be just small differences and new attractions added to each and every map that we currently have. I think would really just retain the player base and keep people playing and constantly searching for new things. Now, I don't consume much Sledders content. I purely just create now and then. That was a bit of an annoying fall off. So I have no idea all of the weird and wacky things people get up to these days. But I just imagine that where it's such a sandboxy type of game, the sky is... I it's basically the limit, I guess, for some people. Does that hook round? I just want to make sure that we're not kind of re-going over the same areas at all. So where did I started up there. I've somehow ended up doing some sort of a loop, and now we're kind of going back to where we started. But I would still like to try and work my way up the length of the map. So I think I am going to have to use some of these wider roads rather than the more single file roads, and get our way up there. I just need to try and get back to a point of reference, which I think is right here. Okay, yeah, my Tokyo drifting is leaves a little bit to be desired. Gotta be so gentle with the controls. Very, very sensitive. So is this going to take us up? No, this take. Oh, that's okay. Right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we are now finally going in the right direction after all those little detours. Yeah, yeet. Getting a few screenshots in here as well. It's always something difficult I find in this game is not knowing exactly what I want to do for thumbnails for videos. That's just in a YouTube brain working over time. I thought, yeah, this whole skin setup I've got going on right now looks so nice. I think eventually I'll get to the point where I'll ask someone to, or create my own skin for this game. It'd be quite nice. Even just having like your name and number on the side or on your back would be quite nice. But that's me coming from a motocross background. I'm well aware that probably unless you're actually racing these things, you don't do that too often. Which does bring me... That was a bit of a weird one. Which does bring me onto the whole racing subject on this game. I would like to see it as a game mode at some point. Even if it's, let's say, like a waypoint type mode where you have certain checkpoints that you have to hit around the map. So just a point-to-point race rather than something that's laps, rather than like snowcross. Just a game mode that would be, I guess, fairly straightforward to implement for the dev team right now, where they can either be randomly generated spawn points, you just have like certain gates that you have to go between, and just if there's 10 of them to complete a lap, and that's it, and the first person to do so wins. And then you can have, like, I guess, like a leveling system and leaderboards of races won, etc. The only issue I can think of right now is it's very, very easy to mod this game at the moment in terms of your sled speed, or like how long the tread is, for example. If you want it to be like super stable, you can make it incredibly long, or you can make it disgustingly powerful. You can give it 1,000,000 horsepower if you want to. So it'd be trying to find a way of combating that. I don't know if that would include some sort of anti-cheat, or just a system where the game checks the files as each time you load into a race and see if anything's different. No idea, but I'm just brainstorming. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I really like that section that we just went through. That was very fast and very flowy. And look at that. This is actually so beautiful as well. I don't know if this game supports VR. If it does, I might have to go and get a headset, because this actually looks insane. I absolutely love it so much. And I never thought I did. I didn't think this would be something I'd ever have an interest in. So I guess the closest thing I would ever get to this, which is, I'm well aware, so different. I'm just throwing things out there at this point, is jet skiing. I think I have the ability to jet ski around me in a general area. But yeah, in terms of sledding, maybe not, unless I go a very long way away from home. People go on their skiing holidays. I'll go on my sledding holiday instead. Oh god, we're going a bit fast. Oh my goodness. I mean, you could even have races on these, couldn't you? Just go as fast as possible. I mean, I don't know how much work needs doing yet. I've not heard too many people's feedback on the current state of these hard trails. Just with, I know they're quite slick, for example. One person commented saying that it is usually very slick as you're pulling away, and then once you get up to a little bit of speed, the grip's usually pretty good. And that is how this feels. It's very slippery as you start pulling away, or as you're trying to brake or turn sharply. As soon as you get moving a little bit, you have plenty of grip. And there's so much more to this than I originally thought. Because in the last video I've done, I rode around like one... Was this a jump? Oh my god. Okay, we didn't mean to jump off there. I love the exploring aspect of this. It's hard sometimes to think of things that you want to talk about at this. That was just a really sharp corner that I've just jumped over. No, that is the end. Wait, so there's no... Oh my god. We've travelled from all the way here to all the way up there in literally no time at all. That's unreal. That usually would have taken a very long time, and a lot of pain and suffering. So I'm well aware that we've got a whole bunch of different trails on this map. Like there's ones weaving their way all around this side of the map as well. There's a big one all the way through the middle too. But I don't want to just ride woodland all the time. I just want to try out one or two of the other maps to see what they entail and all the different things they've added on there as well. Okay, so I've just loaded into the mountains map here, and I'm just doing a quick little scan around, and I don't think I can see any on here. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm just having a quick... Oh, actually, is this one right here, or is this just like the peak? I have got a marker set up here, so I'm guessing this is just the ridge at the top of the map. I don't really see anything that would make traversing your way around here easier. Then I suppose if there's easy ways around every single map, then it might get a little bit boring. Let me just quickly spawn in here, just have a look. We'll fly above the map as well, but I've got a feeling that it's just going to be the ridge, and it's not actually going to be trails anywhere. I mean, you can see how difficult this map looks to traverse as it is anyway. So even trying to add some trails through here might be difficult just because of the elevation changes. Like just trying to get something smooth that carves its way through could prove to be very, very hard. So no, on the mountains map, I do not believe there are any trails at all. Let's go over to map number 3, which is the hills map. Now, same thing on the hills map as it is on mountains, but if you haven't seen yet, on the hills map, so map number 3, over on this left-hand side, you can actually like hydroplane your entire way around the map. Now, I think I tried this on a worse sled before. I've not tried it on a good one. Let me just see how far we can get. And I was quite blown away before on how well the sleds rode across water. Someone commented saying that apparently they are just almost as good as jet ski at getting across water, especially once you're up to speed as well. So again, more facts that I had no idea about. Power. Or if I get it a little bit too low, if I'm not going fast enough, I will sink. I will drown. Come on. Go. Okay, right, we're back on top. And I can't even remember what sled I'm on right now. I think it might be the Skidoo that I'm riding. And I've just gone for like the most powerful one, and I believe I've also gone for the longest tread. So it should be very stable, which might hinder it a bit. I think you'd want it to be a little bit more nippy around here, just so you can swerve side to side. Let's try and make it to the end. I believe last time I'd done this, I was on like the Yahuna Sender, and it was just incredibly slow. But the reason I was using it might have been when I modded it to make it a little bit faster to stay on top of the water. Even just things like this I find really, really nice and really cool. And you could do a race around here as well. You could have little checkpoints going through the river, going through the lake, whatever you want to call it. Is this... Wait, does that water go up? I don't remember going up. Okay, yes it does. It's a little yagi, little up and over. Lovely. Go round to the right. What? Oh, no. I was just about to say, this has been made so much easier than it used to be. And as I say that, I just fully jinxed myself. On the bright side, it does have very nice spawns, and it spawns you just to the side. And it's actually smart enough to not just keep respawning you in the water over and over again, because that would be an incredibly painful experience, I imagine. I can't remember just how far this goes, to be completely honest with you. I don't know if I bring the map up, if it will keep me riding, just because I've got the right trigger held down, or if it will stop and I'll drown. So I don't want to check. But one crash, not terrible. I guess one drowning incident, you should call it. It's just when you have to shut off for a second just to get the lean in engaged, so you can turn really sharp. That's when it gets a little bit sketchy, a little bit scary. Now what? We'll bank it. We'll bank it off the soft snow. Don't drown. No! And rest in peace. Oh, and it spawned me back in the same place on the side. Okay. So it goes... Oh my god, it goes so far. Until here, at least. That's a very, very long way. And then it kind of opens up again around this area. And you see it's almost like a tiny little... Not like cavern, we would call it. But if we go spawn up into this open bit, you can see from the other end, it's... Oh! Survive. So you can see it starts off like this, as a tiny little dip in the snow. And if we follow this around, this is what should eventually turn into... Oh my god. Turn into the water. I'm hoping. Can't keep loading up the map all the time. Yeah, okay, we'll keep going this way. I generally think you could play this game for like 100 hours and still find just cool little extra things or little lines. If you're someone that likes climbing your hills, there is just a disgusting amount of them for you to entertain yourself with. If you're someone that likes trying to find jumps for free ride stuff, if you want to get your TikTok clips, for example, then I'm sure there's all sorts of jumps that you can find. It's just interesting, just really, really cool. And I'm not sure if the devs have gone through every single map with like a fine tooth comb and picked all these bits out, or if they have kind of like, let's say, I know in Blender, for example, you can randomly generate a height map or terrain, and then it just turns out that it works out to be really, really fun. Obviously, they've gone through and developed all of the hard-packed trails by themselves. That is a given. But yeah, for the rest of it, I feel like it might just be randomly generated. But whichever way, I'm not complaining. It's really, really fun. So, and there you go. This is kind of the back end here of the water, which we wasn't able to make it all the way to because we have a massive skill issue. But yeah, there you go. So on Woodlands, disgusting amount of trails that should keep you busy for a very, very long time. And also some new like lodges and huts spawned in there as well, which I thought was quite cool. Then if we go to map number 4, which is the brand new one that got added, there's 1 or 2 trails dotted around there. And then into the middle 2 maps, which is mountain and hills, there are no new trails to be seen. I don't know if there's not any new features full stop. As you can imagine, it would take me many, many hours to go through every single aspect of the map with a fine-tooth comb, and we haven't got time for that. Part of the beauty of this game is getting on and being able to explore things for yourself. So I would definitely recommend you do so if you haven't already. That'll probably wrap things up for me today. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you could drop a cheeky little like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, it would be very much appreciated. Have a lovely rest of the day, wherever you're all up to, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain. Even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got salt.